Okay, so this is kind of like a post-show video, and the reason I'm doing this is because after shows, I get more and more clients coming in saying, "Help me. I don't understand why I'm gaining all this weight. I started at X amount of weight. I lost it during the prep shows, and now all of a sudden I ballooned up 10 pounds heavier than when I originally started." Well, plain and simple is that probably you were training for a show, and either your trainer or coach didn't have a plan to get you out of it, or you probably went through a state of depletion, or your prep phase was so drastic that your body is having an adverse effect to everything that you're eating right now, with trying to get itself reestablished. So I'm here with one of my girls. I'm not going to say older, because she's, when you see the results, or what she'll want to talk about here in a second, she's fitter than she's ever been since we're in high school. Ever. And the point of this video is just to let you guys know that there is another way to do it. And people have critiqued me and made fun of me and my girls, about this being a slow work in progress. We're not winning shows. All that is bullshit. It's crap. I don't train for a show, because if I did, they would probably look like you, going through a state of mental depression because now they're 10 pounds heavier. So the whole point is to train for life, train for everyday living. So I'm here with my friend Billie. She's what, 44? 44. You've seen the video with Sarah, and you've seen the video with my 18-year-old. So here's the other end of the spectrum, the 44-year-old. Last show was a Naturally Fit in July, right?
Correct.
And now it's what, September 12th?
Yep.
Or so? Okay.
2.5 months out.
2.5 months out. How are you feeling?
Awesome. Still feel lots of energy. I'm actually getting leaner and more muscular.
Yeah? Now, do we change anything in our workouts? Do we do anything different than how we prep to where you are post-show right now?
Nothing at all. If anything, I'm actually working out a little bit less right now, just because of life events. I'm not as consistent, which is amazing. The fact that my body is getting better, my body fat's dropping, my weight is staying the same, but the body fat is dropping, and I am not working out more than an hour a day, 5 days a week. Yeah.
And how many times have you been running on that treadmill?
Treadmill? What's a treadmill?
Yeah.
0?
Exactly. The whole point is that we continue to lift weights, we continue to eat. Now, people have said, you must have them on a strict diet. I mean, I don't know what the hell a strict diet is to begin with, to be honest with you. I'm not as fit as my girls. I train to eat. I love to eat, so therefore I train to eat. My girls, they train to live life, work. In the case of Billie right here, during prep, she had to travel. She had a busted calf going through contest, almost a broken finger, missed 8 weeks of working out. This is all going through contest prep. When we hit contests, when we hit the stage, no problem. How'd you feel when you hit the stage?
I won the second I stepped on stage. It was great.
Yeah,
I had lots of energy, had my thoughts together, no carb depleting.
Did we talk about placing or anything like that?
I won the second I stepped on stage.
Yeah, exactly,
it wasn't about a medal. It wasn't about 15 minutes on stage, because if it was 15 minutes on stage, that would have been the biggest letdown. Even if I'd won a gold medal, it's not about that. It's about the gains and the daily life and the energy that I have.
And all your gains, have you lost any of your gains?
No.
In fact, you're getting skinnier, huh?
You're
leaning. Yeah, you're leaning out, right?
I'm actually today the same weight I was for the contest, and I am almost 4% body fat lower. And all that I did was bump up my calories and eat more.
Eat more.
Yeah.
So basically, you ate more to lose
weight. And that includes the chocolate lava cake and the creme brulee that I had earlier this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so. Going to contest prep, what was the one thing I told you that you can't have?
You took raisin bread away from me.
Yes, I took raisin bread away from you, and you bought it. And how many times you ate it? You didn't know it. You didn't know you bought it.
I had it. It went stale. I forgot about it.
So it was not a you must not eat this. It was like, hey, look, I suggest you don't eat it, and
Yeah.
you did. Now you didn't even wasn't even there.
Yeah.
And now you went through, you get your body fat testing done. You went through this something we call DEXA scan. Now DEXA scan, you know, if you aren't familiar with DEXA scan, it uses an X-ray electronic system to scan your whole entire body. So it's one of the most accurate body fat testing. And if you think you're 13%, bullshit. Go get DEXA scan. It'll make you real humble real quick. You're probably at 19 to 20%.
Yep.
So when you got your first DEXA scan, what was that, in January?
January.
What
I was almost 28% body
28%?
fat.
And you do it, what, every month?
Every 2 months.
Every 2 months? And
Same.
so every 2 months, what kind of progression have you seen?
It was really slow. I was hoping 1% every month. That was in my head what was going to happen, and it didn't happen. The beginning, my body was still trying to build that metabolism, building the muscles, getting used to what it was that we were doing. For the show, I was sitting right at about 24%, 23, 24% body fat. I wanted to be at 20%, but life happens. I'm in sales, I travel a lot. Today I'm at 19.5% body fat.
And what's your weight now?
126
And what did you
pounds.
start out at?
I started out at 140.
140, you're 126
Six.
right now? And you ate all the way through?
I ate.
I didn't place any restrictions on you. I just said, hey, you just got hit 1,700.
Yep.
I don't care how, when, where, what you do it.
No carb depleting, no you have to eat this exact, no macro, micros.
No, you just
Tracked everything with my Fitness Pal and ate smart. And if I ate bad, one thing that you've taught me and I've known my whole life is one bad meal is not going to ruin me, just like one good meal isn't going to completely fix me.
You know, like all my girls,
consistent.
yeah, exactly. Like all my girls, you know, they have great relationships with food. Now, through all our training and everything, you know, most of these trainers and coach focus on building the muscle, building this. You get strong this, strong this. We train differently. We train from the inside out. We always talk about what you need to eat, not necessarily what you have to eat, but you must eat to fuel the body.
Nutrients.
Exactly, fuel the body.
Eat smart, like we learned back in grade school.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know what, you know, Billie's from Wyoming. I call my stuff blue collar. You know, you hungry, you eat. That's about as simple as it. Yeah. But other than that, you know, so there's nothing fancy about the progress. And what she hasn't told you is that during her first phase, from January until I would say May or March, your calf, you had a torn calf, so we couldn't work out legs.
No legs.
And then you had a busted finger, so we couldn't really do upper body, but we still hit the stage. You felt confident.
Absolutely. Yep.
And
I was
then
in the best shape I'd ever been in my life. And again, the second I stepped on stage, I won, because it just, you set me up mentally so that I was stable, I was secure, I was confident, and that comes from within and my personality as well. And it wasn't I'm not lean enough, I'm not big enough. Oh look, I have delts. Oh my gosh, what a yeah. It was
no, it was about bringing the whole entire mental aspect to the show of not winning, about just being there doing our best, what we could do.
Yep.
And so, you know, people make fun of us because, you know what, we don't win, we train sporadically, we eat, and it's so unorthodox and everything. But you know what? But are you happy with your results? I mean, are you eating what you want to eat?
I'm training for life. I'm eating for life. I'm taking customers out to dinner at restaurants.
And you're eating with them.
I'm eating with them. I drink alcohol, you know, moderately. I'm not a lush, but I have no complaints.
Yeah, and it sucked that now you have to go buy a whole new wardrobe. What you're you know, like, it's funny because everybody, you know, you don't see Billie, you don't see my other girls, you mainly see Sarah, because the reason, you know, posted on her, because, you know, she's just like Billie. They work 40-50 hour weeks. They come in 3 days a week, they train, and they go home. They have family lives, they have personal problems. You know, they're dealing with life, and so even with all that, they're still maintaining. So when you tell me you don't have time or you can't do it, these girls have proved you wrong. You have an 18-year-old that did it. You have a 30-year-old that did it. Now you have a 44-year-old that did it, and now she has to go buy a whole new wardrobe. You went from a size 6?
I went from a size 6 to now a size 0, and my dress shirts, I probably need to go up a size or 2 because my lats and my arms and shoulders are too big.
That's kind of a shitty problem to have, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so in final thoughts and words and everything, you know, with your last DEXA, I know that we couldn't work out a lot because you had a lot of traveling that you had to do. I think maybe a total of, I would say, from end of July to September, we had maybe 10 workouts. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. After your show, what you decided, you know, she had a little OCD problem, ADD problem, so she decided to go ahead and do the Spartan race a couple times up in Portland,
Hawaii.
and then she went to Hawaii the following week, and then, you know, and then just living life, and then come back. You had, you know, work, and then work stress, then with a bunch of, you know, personal issues with everything. Just life happens, and never once did we focus on when is your next show. And in fact, you know what, because of life happened, what did we decide to do about your granddaddy show?
I'm not doing another show this year. It's not worth it, the work balance, and it's taken a lot of stress off of me, knowing that I don't have to step on stage, am I going to bring the best package that I can possibly bring? But that said, I'm still training wholeheartedly, and I'm seeing, day by day, I'm seeing impressive gains.
Right on. And we haven't done anything different than since we started day one, right?
Nothing.
We haven't.
In fact, when I went in for the DEXA scan results, the lady asked me, she said, what body fat percentage do you think you're at? And I said, I'd be happy at 21%, but I'm guessing I'm probably 22%. And literally started crying when she told me 19.5%.
19.5%. You find me a 26-year-old, a 20-year-old that has that type of body fat, and do a DEXA scan. Don't do a pinch test. Don't go to UT Kinesis department and get yourself a DEXA scan, and see you're at 19%. And basically, like she said, we eat, we lift, we sleep, we eat,
and have fun.
Yeah, we don't do anything different. And all these coaches that are, you know, going hardcore, you know, what's our hardcore? Hey, you want to work out today? Sure. Okay, let's go. You know, yeah, of course we work out. You know, when we
work out, we're serious about it.
Yeah, but when we, you know, there's a balance in life. You know, it's not about the trophy. It's not about the medal. It's not about you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to eat this. No, bullshit. If you have a coach that you got to eat this, you got to do this, you got to do that, go get another one, because there's something called life that happens. And when you miss life, you just miss the whole damn boat.
Well, and there's no guilt trips. The one thing about some of the other women that I watched, and some of the other women on the stage did the same thing that you and I did, Doug, but others, just watching their mental process and the guilt that their coaches put on them, that their teammates put on them, of you're not where you need to be, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I experienced none of that guilt. With BC training, my teammates were phenomenal, very supportive, and everybody is really encouraging. And I think part of that is why we don't have any rebound. Not only are we training for life, not for stage or a date, but there's no mental pressure, so that we don't experience that rebound after stage. That's right.
We train for life. Once we earn that muscle, we keep it. And the only way the only way you're going to lose that is if you stop eating, huh?
Yep.
You traveled 2 weeks, you ate, you came back, and you look leaner than you've ever been.
Yep.
Call it rocket scientist, but I don't know. It seems to be working for us and the rest of the girls, right?
Absolutely.
Any final words to tell the people here before we go off and eat lunch?
I'm hungry. Just thank you, Doug. Thank you, because I would not be here if it weren't for my decision, my dedication, commitment, and your leadership and coaching. So
okay.
Thank you.
Right on. Good job, lady.
Awesome.
All right, let's go eat.
Thanks.
Bye.